Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time. If you enjoyed the video, or at least enjoy the concept of the video, please drop a like. And if you can, maybe subscribe, maybe share a comment. But you have been coming in and this channel's been on the up and up. I'm trying to hit 3,000 by the end of the year, and I hope you can help me on my journey. Anyway, let's get the video started. Quick question for everyone involved. Do you love your mother? Do you love your mother enough to set her up with a guy? Do you love your mother enough to maybe go on a dating show? Would you be okay if their mothers were also on a dating show and the contestants were their sons? What? Because that's what this is. This is Milf Manor, the mother-son dating show. And I've seen this getting a lot of popularity. I know Cody Co has already talked about it. And if you want, you can go ahead and go watch that after this one and to see how crazy this is. I mean, this show is so wacky. My jaw hit the floor like every 5 minutes. It's crazy.
I knew he was like a man whore, but not on that level.
But let's get into this. As moms, come up, you're thinking, no, they're going to say their names, maybe a little fun fact about them. And the first mom come up and she's like, my name is April J and I like to fuck.
I don't think any of my sons realize that I have an extremely high libido. Hold on. Is that too much saying I have an extremely high libido? Should I just have said high libido?
It hasn't even been a minute into episode 1. It's not even a minute to episode 1. And it's just kind of uncomfortable already. But, maybe that's just the first mom. Maybe the second mom won't be so explicit,
Say, hey, I'm so young and I'm so
Okay, we're off to a different start. I know they censored what she said, but you can clearly tell she said wet. She's moist. I don't even want to say that. The next one is Charlene, and she's not as explicit. She just lost a kid less than a year ago. Nothing to really say about that one. And the next mom I like to talk about is Kelly, and you can just tell by the way she walks in and how she presents herself. She's loud. And you know what she calls herself? Disco Mommy.
Disco Mommy loves house music. And Disco Mommy, she's really spontaneous. She's just fun.
I'm not awkward or cringing. You are. The moms get to talking and, they get a text like it's Love Island or something. And, it's like, oh, the guys are here. Come see them. And surprise, surprise, it's all of their sons.
That's my mom right there.
I think the producers are telling them to give a fake reaction, because they just that's my mom. What are you doing here? I thought you were on a different dating show. Fam, you guys probably shared the same plane. You're telling me neither of you knew about the contracts y'all were signing? Yeah, sure. And they're trying to mingle, although it's kind of weird, and they say this.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm thinking first pick in the draft. I'm looking at everything else before my mom.
Thank God for that.
I mean, I would hope so. It'd be kind of weird to be like, I'm only looking at my mom. Ew. Kelly then also says this.
Sorry, ladies. I might be sleeping with your son.
It's just kind of weird and out of pocket to be saying, I'm gonna sleep with somebody's son while their mothers are really, literally right there. They're all mingling and, it's not weird, but, a thought crosses my mind. Who's the youngest guy there? I feel like that's a question on everyone's mind. And it's this dude who is 20 and he's trying to get with April J, who is 59 years old. Now, if you're doing the math at home, that's a 39-year age gap. Their age gap is older than Joey. Crazy to me. But, hey, they're adults. And at least they aren't casting people that are straight out of high school. Straight from from PE to I want to BE in a relationship with MILFs. And Gabriel, who is April J's son, he's kind of being overprotective over his mom.
Joey is just a young buck, and he's just probably gonna do something to my mom, then try and hit on another girl, and then another girl, so he's not going anywhere near my mother.
I get that it's awkward and that it's just a really weird situation to be in, like a really weird concept. But also, you can't just stop your mom from dating on a dating show. If you don't want your mom to date, then you shouldn't be there. It's just weird. It's just weird. And they get a text about the activity and also the living situation. Because apparently, the moms and sons are sharing rooms. And that means if any of the moms and her sons want to get freaky, do how they do on Discovery Channel, they're either going to have to kick out their son, or the sons are either going to have to kick out their moms. I'm not uncomfortable by this. But also there are rooms with jacuzzis, known as the fantasy suite. And they have to play a game where all the moms feel up all the guys to try and find out which one are their sons. Because how else would they decide this? So the challenge happens, and like it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Until So Young comes up to the stand and just starts manhandling this other guy. Honestly, I thought they were gonna wrestle. And then So Young's gonna be like, come here, I want you. I need that one. That one's mine. So after the challenge, you know, some of the moms are hanging out, and it's this one dude, Ryan, with Kelly, with her son on the side, you know, they're talking. And, you know, Ryan says something profound. So then Kelly grabs this guy, looks her son dead in the eye, and says, "This is your dad now."
I'm just
raw.
And I'm just like,
You're welcome. This is your dad.
Mom, you're gotta be joking.
Out of pocket. Yummy. Just come close. Why? No one would have faulted her if she said something along the tune of, "This guy's funny," or "This guy could be good for me." Why say those words the way you did? And so, you know, Kelly and Ryan, you know, they're talking, and then Kelly is like trying to sleep with Ryan on night one.
Come upstairs. Come upstairs.
I think I'm just gonna go to sleep.
No. The second room on the left.
It's only been a day out here. And you see Joey, like, he's still in that state of just like repeating phrases. He's just saying them louder now.
oh my God, you gotta be joking.
Just chilling.
Bye, Joey.
I feel like Joey's just trying his best not to get scarred from this. Ryan stops because I guess he understands that he doesn't want to traumatize the kid. And night one ends. So it's the next day happened, and Jimmy, So Young's son, you know, is talking to one of the other sons, and then this happens.
I'm a very big feet person. Paula has these feet that I just want to like oil up and lather and just massage and get real warm, and then paint her toenails maybe a color and like.
What the heck, man? It's just like so many questions, like why, and like just why, I guess. And so he takes this mom out on a date, you know, to paddle boarding, and you know, they're hanging out, having fun, and then she just airplanes him, putting her feet on his chest. I know he was probably loving it, but then she says this.
It's really fun doing the airplane on the board with Jimmy. And I used to do that with Jose when he was smaller. I love to do that with kids. So this is really fun for me.
This guy you're supposed to be on a date with reminds you of your son. Sure. You know what? Why not? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. What else you got for me, Sha? So while they're on their date, Kelly comes to that mom's son, Jose. And you know, they start chatting, they start flirting. So then when Paula, his mom, comes back, she grabs him, goes to Paula, and basically like, "We get the fantasy suite tonight," basically saying, "I'm gonna sleep with your son," to her face. What the hell, Kelly?
Paula, I get the fantasy suite tonight.
You don't. You actually don't.
Why do none of these people have a filter? Can we just like dial it back just a little bit? Like, you didn't have to say that to her face. Matter of fact, you didn't have to say that at all. So it's the next episode. I guess that day ends or whatever. And then Kelly and her son, Joey, is like doing the headshots. And they're talking about Kelly's, hold on. Hold on. Danny DeVito? they're talking about her Danny DeVito's. Joey's kind of like, oh, it's kind of uncomfortable how she just lets her Danny DeVito's fly.
Girls are always popping out, you know, the headlights are always on, so.
It didn't bother you when you were a baby sucking on a Manor, so let's keep it real.
Because I needed the milk, Mom.
Did I mention it's barely a minute into the episode? So the next challenge happens, and it's a wall of secrets. So like the moms and sons like write down their secrets, and it's gonna be posted on the wall, and the mom has to not guess their secrets in order to win a date with the lady or son of their choosing. And I just want to say, some of these secrets I wouldn't tell my therapist, let alone my mom. Like some of these things I'm taking to my grave, and some of these people are bold to just say it on live television. So let's get into some of the secrets, because maybe you guys are thinking, oh, you're over exaggerating. It's not that bad. You're just a little baby boy, a little baby small man, a little baby small little boy. Well, let's go through them. Let's go through them one by one. Well, not all of them, because we don't have that sort of time. One of them is I've dated my son's middle school teacher. Okay, pretty tame, you know, not that bad. Another one of them is I grinded on a grandma and she liked it.
I have several questions.
I know I've been asking this question a lot, but why? But you know, maybe you guys are thinking that's kind of tame too. Okay, how about this one? I got pink eye from eating cheeks.
I don't think my mom would do that.
I got a pink eye from ass.
If you got pink eye from ass,
Oh my God, Mom.
Gonna admit that on live television. Pink eye from licking the brown eye, from gazing into Sauron, clapping cheeks to eating them. And for the piece of resistance, I slept with my son's best friend. What? So this person is gonna find this out on live television? The messed up part is, they're gonna have to guess who did this. It'd be really strange if somebody figured it out. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, which mom did it? Who did what? It gets to the secret telling time, and you know, you find out some interesting things. It turns out Charlene's son grinded on a grandma, and he used to be a male entertainer. And then Jimmy, you know, the foot guy, turns out he got the pink eye.
It's a normal thing.
What?
Not the pink eye part. That just happens because when you're going up and down, what? Back and forth.
He had the poo poo in his eyes, and his mom guessed at him, kind of like, hey, that's my boy. I know he be eating. I know he be eating up. And then Jimmy, you know, they're trying to laugh it off, and then Jimmy's like, okay, mom, what's your secret? And, you know, she's kind of shy. She's like, no explanation. You know what I mean? Don't ask for an explanation. Okay. Me and your friend fucked.
Okay, my secret is I slept with your best friend.
You over here smashing my friend.
On live TV. You know, everybody's like, oh my God. And you can see him like he's kind of hysterical, but like after that, like you can see him shut down.
She really dropped one on me that, you know, it's just like, I don't even want to know something like that. I feel like she should have took that to her grave or something. Like, wow, I don't really know what to feel.
And like all the other moms and Kelly, who I thought would have done it, was like, yeah, I would have never done that.
Joey's best friends kind of have been with him since elementary school. That would be a boundary I would never cross.
And she also brings up a good point that, you know, a lot of the friends, you know, they come up with each other. She didn't say that she messed with one of his friends. No, she said she messed with his best friend, which, you know, has you thinking, you know, okay, what's the timeline on that? Did you see them? Were they growing up with each other? Like, you know, it brings up a lot of questions that don't get answered. You know, I'm not going to say anything because nothing was ever said about it. Nobody speaks about it after this. But I'm just saying, food for thought. And, you know, Jimmy's upset. He's upset. He's saying that, you know, some people can't handle it and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, you can't handle it right now. And he like gets so upset that he just gets bare booty naked and just dives into the pool. And it just, you know, he's saying that he's calm, he's at peace. Even So Young's like, bro, you're naked in a pool right now.
I'm so calm and peaceful.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Come on.
No.
And So Young is, you know, they're clearly sad about it. And she says, you know, I didn't intend for this to happen.
I didn't expect this at all, really. But I'm a human. I'm a woman too. I mean, if it happens, I guess.
But also, what did you expect to happen? Like, you were expecting him to just be okay with it? Put yourself in his shoes, or inside her shoes, or in anybody's shoes, except for mine. I like my shoes. In what situation would you tell your child that you slept with their friend and they're supposed to be okay with it? And not just a friend, their best friend. Like, I don't see a world where this turns out good. I guess if they're like, nah, because even if they were like older, that's still a boundary you don't cross as a friend and as a mother. Now, do I think this is a bad show? No. As awkward as it is, it really has me on my edge of my seat. Even like the little, you know, the coming up trailers that they do in between them and like at the end of every episode makes me think about, oh, what's gonna happen next? You know, what type of drama is coming? I think it's a really good show. Do I recommend you watch it? Sure. I only talked about 3 episodes. It's still ongoing. There's still a lot more to be watched. I know I'm not your dad, but if you can leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, that'll be good, Tiger. But anyway, I've been here on Hard Thinker, and I will see you next time. Peace.